Surprisingly, I've never done a Skylanders Nuzlocke before, a challenge where if one of your Skylanders dies, they're dead forever. But since I'm the best Skylanders player of all time, I want to make things just a little bit harder, which is why I'm only allowed to have one Skylander for each element. They all have to start at a level 1, and I'm only allowed to use hats for Skylanders I got in their own gate. And of course, death is permanent. So now the run begins, and of course chapter 1 is of course going to be easy, but I did make sure to grab as much chest and hats as I can. And nothing really changed for chapter 2, it was still just getting coins for my Skylanders. And chapter 3 is a little more interesting because... Wait. Let's go! I got rewarded for being bad! I even got the Jester hat, which is what every single person who hasn't subscribed to my channel looks like. A bunch of clown. Wait, Prison Break destroyed that man! What the heck? And this was the first signs of Prison Break being a very big, strong hitter during this entire run. That's if he doesn't die, right? But we were still able to finish chapter 3, no problem. Nice, let's go. Oh, I do not have enough coins for any of this. And chapter 4 went... well... I'm so good, let's go! Yes, my favorite Skylanders enemy of all time. The wind, the tornado, they're so funny looking. They only show up in this game on this level. The only level these enemies show up in the entire history of this game. And now there's 2 of them, let's go. This is the last time I'm ever gonna see these guys. That's so unfortunate. But unlike Prison Break, Stealth Up actually had enough coins to buy an upgrade, so I got more damage. And then I moved on to chapter 5, which had just the worst puzzle fire gate of all time. Which is just the worst thing of all time. I was here for 20 minutes. I can't escape. I ended up... Oh... yes. Okay. That sucked. And of course to give me this hat. Now to figure out how to get out. Just let me leave. I don't remember which way to go. Dude, now I can't get out. Now I can't leave. It's not letting me leave. Okay. We found the exit. Dude, I am never, ever going in that room ever again. You will never catch me in this gate ever again. Dude, that level was so long just because of that one gate. That was actually just terrible. Anyways, I breezed through chapter 6, got a damage upgrade for Flameslinger, and now it's time for chapter 7, our first actual boss fight. And of course, I felt like it was a good idea to go into this boss fight with a level 1 unupgraded Chop Chop, which made things even harder because the first water Shadowlander I had to face was Zap, who has a projectile, and I only have a sword. But when I defeated Zap, I didn't have that much HP left, but luckily, they dropped food, and also Doom Sharks heal me. But when Gilgren came out, things didn't get any easier, because there's another ranged character, which means a very slow phase. And then Slam Bam came out, which, just one of his punches, does 76 damage. And unfortunately for Chop Chop, he just couldn't take the abuse. Oh, dude, the Chop Chop. I mean, if anyone was going to die, I'd rather it be Chop Chop, a character that I never use. Okay, but now that we can actually use someone good, let's actually clean this up. Okay, there we go. Dude, I should have just switched to Flameslinger before going into the fight. I could have saved Chop Chop, because later on he would have been really good. He just sucks. The Chop Chop just isn't good early game. That's actually, that makes me upset that I could have prevented that death just by switching before the boss fight. You know, but I thought like, oh, I mean, it'll be fine, right? You know, no upgrades. No upgrades, Chop Chop. Alright, buddy. Kind of dumb of me. After that loss that we definitely could have prevented, it's time for chapter 8. An actual amazing chapter for Prison Break. He got a lot of XP and a lot of coins. This is just mean, man. This is just rude. Oh, look at that. That's huge. we got Prison Break Soul Gem. And by the end of Chapter 8, Prison Break had over 1,000 coins. So we could buy some pretty good upgrades. Like Crystal Eruption, making Prison Break our first character who knows 3 moves, making him even stronger than he was before. Just like in Chapter 8 how Prison Break got a huge upgrade, in Chapter 9, Slam Bam was the one who got pretty strong. Even with a boss fight in a golem, it wasn't a difficult one. But Slam Bam and Prison Break are looking like 2 very strong powerhouses. Chapter 10 is where I found the true power of Double Trouble. Melting through any enemy he comes across. This man is, he's kind of crazy. And in Chapter 11 is where we had our next actual boss fight against the Life Element Shadowlanders. And unlike last time, I decided to actually use a character who has good ranged attacks in Flameslinger. Okay, I'm not gonna make the same mistake as last time in using an unupgraded weak Skylander in the boss fight. I will use someone actually good. And picking Flameslinger was an amazing idea because Zook, well, he loves to camp behind his shield. But luckily, I have arrows that can knock it down really easily. And Stealth Elf was actually surprisingly easy. With her low HP and lack of ranged moves, I could just pretty much camp her out. And then when Stump Smash showed up, things got a little bit complicated because normally you would think Stump Smash, he hits you with his big hammer, but no, this guy has a lot of moves that just make the battle arena play against you pretty much. So, you know, a lot of running in circles, a lot of shooting, but you know, we got him. But 3 versus 1 was surprisingly tricky. After I took care of Stealth Elf, Zook and Stump Smash kind of just started spamming all of their projectiles, making the arena super hard to not get hit by pretty much anything. But with a lot of running around in circles, we got him. No problem. No issue. My boy Flameslinger. Holy. Who let Flameslinger cook? Absolute beast. I decided to send Joe Sargent into Chapter 12 because he's kind of low on coins and levels. He had a couple close calls, but when he left, he was feeling pretty strong. For Drill Sergeant, that is. Chapter 13 sent us to the trenches, where Prison Break showed his dominant strength by becoming level 4. And even Lightning Rod got some time to shine. I completely messed up this puzzle, didn't I? Oh, no I didn't, I'm better. Wait a minute. I think I did it again. I changed my mind. I got it. Finally, I can get rid of the plunger hat. Be gone with you. Oh my. That was almost terrifying. Oh, that was terrifying. Back in the trenches with Stealth Elf, and she was pretty easily able to take care of this chapter. We're now reaching the Undead chapters. This is where the game starts getting pretty hard. But thankfully, Double Trouble was able to take care of the first one. Prison Break showed his dominance by taking care of the second one. And then the third chapter. This is where things started going downhill. Because this happened. Oh gosh. No! No! Oh no! Slam Bam, really? Out of all the oh, that was one of my carries. That was one of my good ones. That is rough. That is a rough one. What? I am throwing. What am I doing? Okay, hold on. Okay, whoa. I lost 2 characters before the hard boss fight. Not even during it. Before it. Oh, that is so bad. Okay, who am I taking into this battle? Can Flameslinger clutch, or am I going to have to pull out Prison Break? I actually don't know if I want to use Prison Break or Flameslinger. He hasn't filled me yet. Let's go, Flameslinger! Oh, yeah. Don't fail me now. Don't fail me now. The Undead Shadowlanders are considered the hardest out of all of the Shadowlanders fights. And this fight started against Ghost Roaster, who has a really annoying dash attack. But luckily, Flameslinger also has a move that makes him move faster, so it's actually pretty easy to dodge. And then Chop Chop showed up, trying to get revenge for being my first death in this Nuzlocke. But he doesn't have any ranged moves, and Flameslinger's an archer, so put 2 and 2 together. Hex is pretty similar to Zook, where she has a wall to protect her while she shoots projectiles at you, but the thing is, hers do way more damage. And now the 3 versus 1. This is pretty much everything I just mentioned put together. And then add lasers. So something like this is destined to happen. Oh, I was trapped in a corner! Dude, oh no. Dude, he pulled through that fight and he was doing so well during that fight. And then Ghost Roaster died in like the worst time. And now this is wait, no. Lightning Rod, I forgot you were weak. Okay. Lightning Rod, that was way too close, Lightning Rod. Bro, I am down to 4. I lost 3 Skylanders during that one level. Oh, dude, and Flameslinger was my guy. Oh, this is gonna be rough. It's actually gonna be rough. With the loss of 3 whole Skylanders, we needed some new guys to catch up. So I upgraded Lightning Rod, and then went into the next chapter. I definitely didn't lose count. And since this chapter had a lot of rocks in it, Prison Break was the perfect choice to absolutely pretty much just speedrun this whole thing. And surprisingly very soon, we were into our next Shadowlander boss fight, the Fire ones. And this time, without Flameslinger, I let Lightning Rod take control. And take control he did, because Lightning Rod's new upgrades just made him an absolute beast, destroying every single Shadowlander in this boss fight. Okay, that was way too stressful for no reason. Let's go, Lightning Rod, let's go! Only 3 chapters left to go. The first 2 really weren't that exciting, especially with this on my screen! But anyway, let's just get into the final boss fight. Here we go. We only have 4 Skylanders, but, you know, they're good. 3 range guys. And then Stealth Elf. We'll see how this goes. Oh, look. Double Trouble Soul Gem. I'm so glad he can let us buy it on the final level. Look at that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Wait, I do not want to start with Stealth Elf. No. I'm gonna start with Lightning Rod. Okay, come on, Lightning Rod. This is it. The final battle. This is the final fight. This is what this entire Nuzlocke has been building up to. With only 4 Skylanders remaining, Lightning Rod makes it past Phase 1. Phase 2 comes in, and luckily Lightning Rod has the tools to block every single attack coming his way. And then Shadowlanders show up, Slam Bam and Stump Smash. But for Lightning Rod, they were no problem. He killed almost every single Shadowlander possible, and he went all the way up to Phase 3. And even with all these elemental attacks coming his way, Lightning Rod stood strong. Oh no! Lightning Rod! Dude, he carried that fight so hard! Dude, Lightning Rod! What, the actual MVP? Dude, what an actual legend! Bro, we need to all be more like Lightning Rod, holy! Even after that tragic loss, Stealth Elf came in and got the finishing blow. Come on. Let's go. That's it. The Nuzlocke has been completed. Big ups! Bro, the respects to Lightning Rod for pulling all of that weight during the boss fight. Unbelievable. My boy will be missed. Will be missed hard. Dude, I did not expect him to go that crazy. I actually did not expect Lightning Rod to go that insane. If you want to bring these 3 survivors and 5 more new Skylanders into Giants, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. That's about it. It's Dunyan Rings.